Oh, evening, everyone. We're going to go ahead and we're going to continue our playthrough of Ace Combat 7. Oh, hey, Tube, how's it going? Oh, the Kisa Shake emote, okay. How are you doing tonight, bud?
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusea deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Erusea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusea decided to sabotage Erusea's communications and navigation technology. Erusea couldn't launch a satellite.
Tube says, "Sup, homie? I'm doing good. Been winding down for the night with some 14.
Navigation systems.
How are you doing? I am doing good. It's been a while since I've hopped on 14, since the
when things got ugly.
Marathon that I did with
In an attempt to knock out
Saracen Scarlet.
Both forces
Should hop on that again.
loaded with anti-satellite
And,
missiles. At the same
okay, so I'm tabbed off of my browser. So I thought that the emote was static, but apparently not. My bad, my bad.
Which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusea and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Erusea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the
Tube says, "I'm hellbent on sinking my teeth back
wars that were only fought between Erusea and
into this game as much as I want to, so I'm giving it another shot after taking some time off from it and having a nice time." That's good, yeah. Now I got stuck at the Crystal Tower Alliance raids
rumors
for the longest time.
It never ceased to amaze me. That even at a
And then I was able to run through them with Saracen Scarlet, so finally past that hurdle and can move on with the storyline.
Corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Tim says, "Fair, I'll be honest, I was going through it real bad at the time, and when I started the game, Crystal Tower wasn't a requirement, so I bought my way to Heaven's Word and was going to go back to it another time." Yeah, fair. Here we go. Get the game back going again.
Erusea's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too.
Yeah. Oh.
All of Erusea has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure.
Don't know how we moved to keyboard instead of, there we go. Now it's back. Yeah, no, when I started, I don't think Crystal Tower was a requirement either. Started forever ago, and then I've been playing off and on, and then I think by the time I finally got back into it, it had become a requirement, but I hadn't made it through ARR, not After Action Report, Realm Reborn. And the people that I was playing with at the time did buy a story skip to get through ARR. And I don't know, I don't necessarily feel good about buying a story skip for an RPG game. So I was just kind of left in the breeze on that one.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
Tomb says, I'm not really one for jumping. It didn't feel good to do, but I bit the bullet because of the sort of complications I was going through. Bad head stuff. Yeah, no, I mean, as like an accessibility thing, totally valid.
The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile,
That wasn't
shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target.
an issue for the friends that I was playing with. Not really. It was more of just they had heard that ARR was a grind, so they didn't feel like going through it.
The city under martial law.
I have friends who bought their way through their classes and now have actually no idea what they're doing, though, which confuses me to no end. Yeah,
Squadron's IDs. Oh,
that would be a concern that I would have with that, definitely. Oh, but they pulled a Homestuck? I think you're gonna have to run that one by me, because I'm not... Ooh, missile alert. Oh, okay.
entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
I'm busting out those deep lore texts for you. Oh no.
Strider 1, target destroyed. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
Yes, I'm trying. Like this guy right here. Oh, no, ally. Ooh, okay. What about you? Ally. Okay. So we were doing this level, or this mission, or whatever you want to call it, the other night. And one of the things that I learned is that even though I have this fancy 8-target missile set right here, I really cannot use it in any way, shape, or form because it will, and that's the water, and we're good. It will target unidentified targets, which
Strider 1, APC
can
destroyed.
be allies, and if you shoot them enough times, they will just close the game out on you.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Let's see. Tomb says there is a surprisingly large chunk of the fandom that was told to skip thousands of the first pages all to get to the trolls because, genuinely, this is true. They were more flexible to ship because of how romance in their culture works. Oh my god. Okay. That, okay. I don't like that. Oh, whoops. That sucks. Sorry.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us.
To be fair, that guy was an enemy before he was a friendly, so
They've opened up a
I blame the general for that one.
more the merrier.
Double checking my math on there, but it was an unreasonable amount of stuff skipped for the sake of shipping, and people thought they weren't missing anything important. That they weren't
Can't see the tops of the
missing anything in thousands of pages. Okay.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Oh, wow, that is...
Bay Area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next
infuriating? I don't know. I feel like that's the right word for it. I could be wrong, though.
Hostile has a lock.
Okay, Tube says also great news. It wasn't thousands. Bad news. It was still over 1,900 pages. So just barely missing the mark on being thousands. Got it. Just barely. In the grand scheme of things, it's closer to thousands than it is anything else meaningful. Oh, cool. Okay. I do get to shoot you.
Missile, don't let it touch you!
Oh, and you. Okay.
Target in gun range.
Should probably focus on whatever's going on over here by this guy.
General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General Labarth are the real patriots.
These gunboats should be bad. Yep.
Target eliminated.
Also, funny enough, I think this Ace Combat might be the only one I've played, but it was ages ago. How is it?
Enemy vehicle.
So I've been enjoying it.
We archived all the footage that we've shot.
I think that it's fun.
Just come back online.
I enjoy the plane loadout aspect of it. Like, that's a fun mechanic for me. To be fair, my first Ace Combat was 4 on the PlayStation 2. And I just really enjoyed the story that 4 had. Not that the story in 7 is bad. It's definitely a lot more convoluted, I think. Because you are...
General's route has changed.
Trigger is your call sign. And you start the game as just another pilot in a combat squadron defending a space elevator, essentially. They're trying to, like, do a hostage rescue off of it. The president is on that space elevator, and during the course of that mission, his plane goes down and he dies. And you get pinned with the blame for it. So you end up going into a penal colony, or a penal squadron, basically. And, yeah. You do a little bit of gameplay story-wise of the commander of the prison forces just basically hating your guts, being completely expendable,
Locked on.
until you start proving yourself, essentially. And that's roughly where we are now. Some of the people that we saved over the course of some of these missions recommended us to their unit which is an actual
Turn right.
recognized unit again. So
Enemies on my tail.
now we're just kind of dealing with the fallout of starting a war in a capital.
Locked on. Go down.
SAM site destroyed.
Maintain speed. We'll be able to break through that shutter. General, do you mind keeping it
This,
down?
oh well.
You'll bite your tongue. At least give us a side mirror.
Missile launched.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals. We're almost
Well, they really like their missiles.
We can make it through. We'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Grunder Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusea. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. To those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point is a helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
So that was a nice little lore dump about what we've been dealing with the whole lead up in this, where it turns out the conflict itself is more of just
No response. I got a bad feeling.
fabricated for certain people to try to come into power.
Hostile has a lock.
It's only, thrown an entire continent into chaos, but whatever.
There's 3 lines on its tail. Somebody take out those allied planes behind us.
Target acquired.
I'm hit. Get this guy off my back.
And if I remember correctly, there's a nice little tie-in there actually for 4. Because part of 4 is that
Vehicle stopped.
you're actually in the Balkans. It's the Balkan War. So you've got the nation that you were basically playing the story of in 4 kind of coming back and causing problems for everybody. Jim says something, crack eggs for an omelet, something. Yeah, basically.
Target has been destroyed.
Ooh, that one hit. Oops. Oh, that one too. Okay. What are you? Are you a SAM site? Are you what's shooting me? Maybe. Who knows?
We're taking fire.
And yep, there we go.
My plane is icing up.
There we go. Oh, that was a miss.
Missile away.
Oh, that was a SAM site. Okay.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Where is it? Where are you? You.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Yeah, whatever.
Rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows: 263 Tango 4, 199er Delta Lima.
Okay.
Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah. Don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio?
The radicals.
You have one in your cockpit?
Said battlefront
Yeah,
expansion.
ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
Government forces and the insurgents.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good.
Turn our music back on here. Also figure out what they're talking about with a tank real fast here.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Missile.
Trigger,
There we go.
clear the way for us.
Taking fire! Take care of them! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks. Enemies everywhere!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Lancaster.
That vehicle is one of ours! Cease fire! The info just came through! Even at a time of war, it was a mistake to create something like the fuel unit.
So?
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Missile going your way.
Understood.
5 minutes remaining.
My plane is iced up.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies.
Our movement is restricted by an unidentified unit near our location.
With the main conflict concluded, regional forces in the center, south, and east struggle over stabilization of the nation. The Erusian government has defined these groups, along with those trying to independently make peace with Ocean as rebels.
Target destroyed.
We've been told!
You radicals were so busy developing UAVs that you forgot to develop real pilots.
The general's vehicle is under attack.
Yes, yes, I am aware.
It's taking fire.
We're under attack.
I'm working on
Hurry
it.
up and do something.
There we go. There's our lock on.
Pull up.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Caution.
Listen up.
And what are you?
Here on out, all aircraft are prohibited from taking off.
Okay.
Missile.
I'm
Missile.
on my target's tail.
Missile. Missile.
Prepare to fire on a moment's notice.
Caution. Pull up.
Missile away.
Missile. 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 Missile.
The enemy shows no signs of letting up. This car's not gonna last.
3 minutes remaining.
We have no choice! Fire!
Missile.
We made it somehow. Try to get off your ass a little faster next time.
Missile. Missile.
Lock on! Lock on!
Missile.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Thinking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters, and then to assassinate Harleys with the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Erusea is responsible for Harling's assassination.
Okay.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
2 minutes remaining.
Unknown aircraft approaching!
Missile launched.
Acquired lock on bandit. Firing!
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day. Missile inbound! Evade!
It's ID'd as Erusian.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Strider 1, wait! Target destroyed by Strider 1.
I don't think I'm gonna win this. I think I took just a little bit too long.
Vehicle eliminated.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
Nice. Glad to see the Oceans attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them. It means getting rid of those assholes faster. Unidentified aircraft to the drones.
Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
Our squadron serves General Labarre that we're acting based on our patriotic duty.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusea have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
How'd you last long, Caster? We've agreed and we're here to help. Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others.
Understood.
Roger. Won't be fire for the next half hour.
And Erusian. Alright.
Make up their losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war.
That was a miss. Oh well. Whatever. Yep, time's up. Okay.
We ran out
Took
of
just a
time.
little bit too long on that one.
Mission has failed.
Yep, retry from our checkpoint.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Confirming Strider 1 destroyed target.
Unidentified aircraft to the drones.
That was nice of them. They gave us another full 20 minutes to do all of this. That'll help.
You heard the call. There are no friendlies out there.
Here we go.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
No, you were fine.
Glad to see the Oceans attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them. It means getting rid of those assholes faster.
Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
Our squadron serves General Labarre that we're acting based on our patriotic duty.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Wilco.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusea have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
It's Erusian military.
We'll be fire for the next half hour. Then we'll take back the city from the scoundrels who call us rebels. Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others.
Understood.
The radicals have taken the lead.
That was a miss. Oh well.
They should be
I'm
taking
getting on the next
the
pass.
capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. All goes well. We should be able to sign a truce with Erusea quickly.
Or not? Okay. I don't know why I didn't want to fire.
And we're here to help.
Whatever.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Chopper, you say? Hold on.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. Getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place.
Target locked.
I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck.
Caution. Pull up.
Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
Yep. That tracks.
This plane is carrying civilians.
We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa, whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about. From one of the scratches.
The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait! Unknown's attacking the girl's plane!
Alma, hold on tight.
Lawcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
All right, come on.
ID complete. They're Erusean fighters. What the hell's going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right. I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
It's not gonna be a miss.
Wilco.
There we go.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, you don't think it's those Ocean big shots, too?
All right.
Maybe you can catch a glimpse of the three strikes.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Mine. No good. Shit.
Cool. Just a little bit too fast.
You're in my way.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
There we go.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Missile fired! Evading!
Oh.
Fox 2. Missile hit. Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusean aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition. What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Missile.
Oh, there we go.
Understood.
Wilco.
You can aboard the MQ-99 launch! Our commands are overridden!
Missile.
They must be accessing it remotely.
Missile.
That is beyond us.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Oh, these ones are speedy. Okay.
Inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Our drones headed this way!
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
UAV confirmed destroyed. Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
Strider 3 launching missile.
minutes remaining.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
Missile. Missile.
One of those was a miss. Okay.
4 bandits left.
There has to be a timeout. Should not function.
Missile.
3 bandits to go.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your left.
That was a miss.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile away.
Missile.
Another miss.
In gun range.
Here we go.
Bandits left. Show them what you got.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Missed. Missed again. Not you, though. Yep.
1 bandit to go.
There we go.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Very picky.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. The General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No, we'd like you to send... I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster, are all of these real?
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead. What did you say? Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
Oh, okay.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Ocean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Ocean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guards' dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Erusea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend.
Damn.
After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusea. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
"You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness."
Just what did you see here?
Rough.
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Erusea for supply ships should be available.
With so much at stake, I can't imagine Erusea just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too. With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusean forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
So, the whole deal with the Your Highness comment there. It's part of the story in the beginning that we come to find out is that these drones are being trained off of the flight data of basically the best pilot that has ever lived. Just refused to try to win back his country after it was annexed. And yeah, they've just been using him for training data, essentially. But he had daughters with him at the base that he was flying out of for all of that telemetry data. And we got into a conflict with him. We didn't shoot him down, but we damaged his aircraft pretty badly, I want to say. And so they were fleeing the front lines. That was the whole movie that we were watching, or cutscene that we were watching at the start of the stream there. So I guess the scientist in charge of the drone program is dead. And her sister probably. So there were like 2 or 3 kids on that plane. Rudder actuators, maneuverability, Queen's Custom, missile reload time, missile homing, let's do special missile lock on, yeah. Okay.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP. This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. It's what? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger. ID complete.
Our air support is here.
Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Their artillery fire just missed us off our starboard side.
Is that what they're calling them? Erusean radicals? Okay.
Update us on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety. Friendly bird.
Caution. Pull up.
They're under attack!
Caution.
Here we go.
Do me a favor, Lancaster. Many of our allies are cut off. They need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Osean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Where's our damn air support?
ID complete. Strider 1, target acquired. Strider 1, warship sunk.
Erusian radicals, Erusian conservatism. Okay.
Caution.
Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets.
They're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy people.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the fast driver. The supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fighting. Look at that, we're all lined up. No, they're not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to think about it. Damn, those Russian bastards. You lose the flaming war cry. I'm trying to play these photos for evidence.
Caution. Caution.
That was a tower. Barely missed that.
Target destroyed.
I just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Just give us another 30 minutes. The men say they want to at least give the children a proper burial.
Missile.
Ouch. Stall just a little bit too low to the ground.
Missile. Missile.
Go with us! Can you see the enemy APC from there? Can you hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks! We can't afford this. Calling friendly bird! Take out the hostiles in our area! Get us out of this hellhole! We need help while we're still up and running!
Missile. Missile.
Trigger, splash abandoned.
All aircraft, search every nook of the island.
No, come on. No getting away.
Just delay their advance. Got it?
Pull up.
Shit, it's 3 strikes.
Come on.
Ducks out here. Don't pursue.
Whatever.
We just need to buy some time.
Missile.
Hold them at bay until operation feeding time. Still away from the mass driver.
We're outnumbered, taking heavy losses. We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back.
Target is in machine gun range.
It's a big maze.
Caution.
I hope the rebels and Osean Army end up wiping each other out.
Our only ally is the Erusian government forces. Don't mistake them for rebels.
Bring the anti-tank missile. Hit that heavy armor at the front line. Don't stop.
Perfect Strider 1, destroyed target.
Oop. Unguided missile just flying off into the distance. That'll work.
take a little damage. We need to finish this fight now.
We only need an hour tops. We need the advantage to pin the enemy down.
Hold up.
I count 12 dead bodies here. They seem to be upper middle class. The spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and a family. Most likely, they were involved with Belka.
Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to
From the east.
take them down if they're hostile.
Stall warning. Hold up.
Oh, another stall.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Commence operation no return. These are unguided. Stay on course.
Visual.
Like an eagle.
What are you?
Enemy has a beat on you.
Oh, yep.
Target acquired. Missile hit. Missile away.
Identification complete.
Ooh, missed.
Bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Okay, where's the target?
Don't tell me this is Ocean. Snowbirds destroying the mass driver completely. We're signaling Operation Belka.
Come on. Give me the target. There we go.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time.
Working on it.
Missile.
Control, this is Flight Leader. All systems ready. We are go for launch.
This is launch control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness.
Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Meeting Time. Launch control, roger that.
Come on. Come on. Can you fly slower?
Missile away.
Could you do that for me?
These guys are working together to bring us down.
Missile.
Launching missile.
Missile.
Enemy on your back. I'm behind my target.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile.
Work together to take them down.
Only half the bombers remain. Can't let even one get away. Intercept those bombers.
Draw the enemy's attention here.
There we go.
The bombers are about to
And one more.
down now. ID complete. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Locked on.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Hang in there. This battle isn't over.
All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Missile.
Let's go.
We don't even know where we are. Push him back. Fire! Fire at will. We need more ammo.
In gun range.
Keep the wolves away.
This whole operation is crazy. Stop whining. Our guys even took out the enemy's air support. What do we do now? Send in the tanks!
Allied retreat looks good.
This is Echo 13. Tanks left, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo.
Missile.
Enemy has a beat on you.
Missile. Missile.
Locked on.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Explosion inside! Continue the countdown. The enemy's weapon a supply ship.
Missile.
Do the countdown!
Missile.
There's still one Arsenal left.
Missile.
How are you? We still have a fighting chance. If you lose cannon, distract the supply ship. Surrender when you lose your hand.
Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If it's hit, we're done for.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target is down.
Missile. Missile.
Get in the landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
Missile.
Down to less than half our vehicles. Looking good. We need help. Bring all the injured.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
The rest is up to you. I'm out.
Try to save your ammo. Lure them in and then fire at once.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Caution.
In gun range.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1 is hit.
Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
Missile.
Don't let anyone within Erusean airspace
Target
enter the
destroyed.
base.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target is in machine gun range.
Hold up. Missile. Missile.
You're low on missiles.
Oh my goodness. Are you just
Enemy has a lock on you.
impervious?
Missile. 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 Missile.
The rebels are here.
Missile.
Let the first one go by and detonate on the second.
Missile.
There we go.
But will we make it in time?
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Right. We leave the wounded. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell. Pretty sure we're there already.
Hey, you. Dumbass with the scratches on his tail. You hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Erusean tanks right here. Say, their future's not...
That was almost bad.
Secure military line. Who is this?
Me. You can call me the Scrap Queen.
Lancaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
Good voice. So you're still breathing for count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
I have a bit of intel for you. I'll share it if you can help those refugees. Count me in.
That's right.
Right. Count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
We've destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I'm thinking about how I do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she...
Use a smoke canister. And who's taking this to the enemy's doorstep? Not me. Wait, you
Lancaster, we've confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link.
Okay.
Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Tactical Pegasus 86 says, hi, hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing tonight?
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile.
Nice job! The enemy tanks are close. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Why do they sing that song? Because everyone knows it. No other reason.
Target's initiating range.
Missile.
Hurry! Get moving!
Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Missile.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties. Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure stable, cooling system is on.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the Arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the Arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
So they're trying to feed that giant monster of a bird. We can't let them complete their mission.
Missile.
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar.
Missile.
You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
If we let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it.
The supply ship's in the clouds. We can't find it. Victory is ours as long as the supply ship gets away.
Which one first?
Don't try to follow after the supply ships. Stick close to trigger. Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down.
I can't get a lock.
The supply ships are too far away. We'll never catch them at this rate.
Alright, it's a lightning storm. Do I have the Top Gun bundle in this game? No, not really. I didn't buy any of the DLC for it, just the base game, really.
90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them.
Oh, that's not good.
Enemy on your back.
Missile.
Even my canopy's icing up.
Missile.
They're faster than I expected.
Missile.
60 seconds remain. Missile away. The missile hit its target. Everybody, keep a safe distance to avoid getting caught in the explosion.
Here we go.
Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fire.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy the game. I would probably end up picking up the DLC if I wanted a different ship, but I mean, I just got to the S-22 Raptor, so just having fun with it still.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress. Can't say I blame him. Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
Cool. Guess that's all I needed to say.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul. based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
Fun little bit of propaganda inside there, I guess.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Erusea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusea, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. Well, we can't use all our aircraft to attack. The transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Only aircraft, you say? But I see 36 ground targets. Okay. And our aircraft tree real fast here. Tim says, just realized I'm starting to zone out kind of bad, which means it's bedtime. Great catching you live, man. Have a good one. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. It is almost coming up on midnight for me, so I probably will give this a shot and then probably call it quits after this one.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Rest easy when you do. I will. Yeah.
No Ocean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team. Get to work.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, we capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hoosian.
Anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Erusean refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What are they talking about? They already are firing on us. The enemy's confused. I know.
Hurry up with takeoff preps.
Missile away.
We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again. Why aren't our planes up in the air?
Strider 1, bombs away.
Our anti-aircraft weaponry is down by 30%. Why are they attacking this base?
Stall warning.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Don't stop the car. It'll make us an easier target.
So what's this faction split from the Erusean military? The state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vasilij, which neighbored Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate.
They have 4 aircraft. More planes incoming. Fire more missiles.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Help is here.
Missile.
No, for the Ocean Army.
Strider 1. Target locked.
Target acquired.
Strider 1, target
They're us. We're unable to use the SAMs. Help me! There aren't that many. Aim carefully and take them down.
Missile away.
We're coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
That's Shalaji Castle.
They're here already. They can pay for what they did to our scouts. Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination.
Missile.
Get away from the show building and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head if you hear jet engines.
F-16C. Okay.
Target locked.
Missile. Missile.
Missed. Really?
Missile.
Very interesting.
Missile.
Fox 2.
There we go.
Hit.
Damage report.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Hot
Caution. Pull up.
Not doing too well on these passes.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Why aren't we and the others airborne?
Target's in machine gun range.
All of our infantry fighting vehicles and tanks are gone.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I've been spiked.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Ram us out! We're running out of ways to fight back! We've lost more than half of our forces! The battle won't last much longer! Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on.
Missile.
Okay?
Missile.
Come on, give me the target I want. Thank you.
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town's a high cultural rally. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like we did.
Missile.
We do what we need to survive, right?
Target destroyed. Not something I'll tell my son about.
AA destroyed! We're standing ducks! Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by.
Negative. This battle's over if we don't get up there. Along with hope of restoration. Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron, airborne. We're shooting the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood. You are in violation of Shalaji airspace. Turn around and we'll be forced to shoot you down.
This is the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you talking so tough after losing one of the mutants at Levante.
You bastard!
Missile.
You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Missile away.
Missile.
Enemy on your back!
Target acquired.
These guys are just as responsible for Wiseman.
Missile hit. In gun range.
I'm on my target's tail.
There's one.
Missile. Missile.
I hope he's okay. Bailing out under those conditions. I can see his parachute. Let's pray he makes it to safety.
3 to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger.
Wilco.
Righto!
Baldwin hit. He's ejected. Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time.
As expected, but a lucky shot would be boring.
Some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a railgun.
Strider 1, you have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east.
Oh, let's see.
High-speed protection launch from enemy aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky.
We can still help you.
Don't waste your life. Dedicate it to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I'm not that person.
Missile.
Muslim team squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on.
Missile away.
Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Wilco. Might just cost us our lives.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack. Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then, to see if he's truly worthy.
Hey, look. It's like the sky's been sliced wide open. The experimental unit probably made themselves a new toy.
Missile.
That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow them to pieces.
Someone to guide us. I can't think of anyone other than you. Being together with me, I taught me something. Control fighters don't. The cosmos of the skies.
Okay.
Strider 1 has been hit. I can't reach him. Lost radar contact.
Interesting.
High-speed projectile launch from the aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky. We can still help you. Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I am not that person. Mihai. Boss Legion squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on.
Missile.
Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get away. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. Might just cost us our lives.
Power at 50%.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
Ready to fire.
Someone to guide us. Wait, I can't think of anyone other than you. Being together with Mihai taught me something. Drone fighters don't belong in the blue. There's no run past the cosmos of the skies.
Cooldown complete.
From there, what the Boss Legion Air Force should be fighting against.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of your pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then, to see if he's truly worthy.
Hey, look. It's like the sky's been sliced wide open. The experimental unit probably made themselves a new toy.
That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow them to pieces.
Strider 1, target acquired. Strider 1, missile launched. The railgun is firing again.
This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation, and I've found every last one of them.
Target's in machine gun range. Bad news. Its accuracy is increasing with each shot. Take him down as quickly as possible.
No, that's not it. That will not do.
Mr. X is ascending rapidly.
The missiles went straight for the sun. Not a casual move.
Not bad. Get closer. I have a lock.
His movements. I knew it. Mr. X moves like the drone I saw in Bulgurarest.
Not bad.
Strider 1 scored another hit.
Stall warning.
He's still flying, but his plane's been damaged. Finish him off, Trigger.
A little bit too close to.
Maybe the drone is the one that moves like Mr. X.
There's going to be copies of him flying around?
We'd be lucky if they're only in the dozens.
Oh, there we go.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
He got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Can you hear me? Pilot with the 3 strikes. This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
Pull up.
No Ocean.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusean army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusea had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. A solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. It feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
Who knows?
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusean drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkins? Because this guy was a Belkin, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkin, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusea? My grandfather had only one wish, to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusea after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built. Right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder.
Yes?
I wonder which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored General Network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusea have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you, but take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see the future there.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
Certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island, the 444 Squadron. It's a message to all those looking to end the war, but I also think it's a message for Trigger.
I guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that arsenal bird.
Alright, well, with that, it's after midnight. And I don't want to jump into this mission just yet, so gonna be backing out. And yeah, thanks everybody for coming to the stream. It's been great seeing everybody, and I hope to catch you all next time.